asked my hubby to help me curate a gift guide for guys this holiday season, and boy, did he deliver. Throughout this video, I'm going to be talking about different products based on the categories to make it easier for you. Everything is linked in the description. And yeah, let's just jump into this because we have got a lot to cover. All right, so the first category we're going to dive into is electronics. So if you're shopping for a gamer or a music lover, you'll be sure to find something in this category. And first up is the Nintendo Switch, which is a gaming console that is perfect for guys of any age. Literally, children to adults can play this. Next up is the Luna controller, which is Amazon's gaming console. Next up is the Xbox Series S. Now, my husband assured me that this is not the latest Xbox, but I think the latest one, you have to be on like an invitation list. Yeah, it's invite only. It's super limited edition and so hard to get it. So this is the next best option to that. Next up is the Ring video doorbell, which would make a perfect gift for anyone, literally anyone of any gender. But I think specifically guys would be into this, especially if they're the head of the household, they're the husband. And you know, their wives are at home with the children. They're able to keep an eye on their homes while they're at work, because this works with your smartphone. It literally sends you notifications anytime there's a person or an animal or anything interesting, any activity happening at your front door. Next on the list is this telescope, and this is going to be a great buy for any guy of any age who is into like the solar system and looking at the night sky. You know, I've always wondered what's out there. I mean, with the naked eye, we can see the moon, we can see some stars, but a telescope is just for those people who are very interested and very curious in learning more about, you know, what's out there. And I think this would be fun too if you have children. If the guy you're buying for has children, you know, this could be really nice for camping outside at night and a nice little activity for them to do. All right, next up is this dash cam that works with your smartphone. This is something that's nice to have because it records your drives, and it will actually come in handy if you do get in an accident to see who is at fault. All right, now jumping back into gaming, we have some things from Logitech's G series. As you can see, the headphones behind me, this is on the list. The headphones is on the list, as well as the gaming mouse from Logitech, along with this wireless charging mouse pad, this gaming keyboard that lights up, and the palm rest. Next up on the gift guide is this curved monitor from Samsung, which is perfect for gamers as well as those who have a home office. They can use this for business. It works just like a regular PC monitor, but the curvature of it makes it best for gaming. Then we have these portable JBL speakers, which I have been seeing all over YouTube, all over the internet. Apparently this is one of this year's best gifts or best gadgets to have, period, along with the travel case and all of the accessories that you need to protect the mic. Now, there are quite a few headphones and headsets that he has put on this guide, so I will just link all of them in the description bar below, and you can literally choose which one you think would best suit the guy in your life, because there are different colors. There are ones for different purposes, like there are ones for listening to music. There are gaming headsets like this one in particular. So I'm just gonna put like all of the ones that he has added to the list so that you guys can go through them and choose the one that's best for the person you're shopping for. Now, if you're shopping for a gamer who actually does live streaming, which could be like your son or your grandson, then something that they might need is a USB microphone. So there are actually USB microphones that are for gaming. This one in particular that I have in my hand is specifically for video recording and podcast. So I wouldn't recommend getting this one, even though if you want to, you can. But I would link some alternative ones that are specifically for gaming in the description bar. Last on the technology list is the Meta Quest from Facebook, which is now Meta. A lot of people are intrigued by the metaverse, and yeah, this is also one of the things that guys are probably looking forward to getting this Christmas. Now let's move on to the next category, which is tools and home improvement / home decor. And the first thing on the list is this very viral moon lamp. Now my hubby says this is the coolest one he has seen. There are many different types, but this one has a lot of buzz. It's all over TikTok and the internet. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out, because this is basically like a nightlight, but it looks like the actual moon. So this is pretty dope. Again, this can be a gift for a guy of any age. So I hope I don't sound like an idiot when I'm talking about these tools, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm literally just going through the list that he gave me. So next up is this wet dry vacuum, which he told me is a vacuum that could actually suck up water. Staying within that vacuum range, we have a leaf blower up next, which is great for like if you're shopping for like a dad or any guy who likes doing work around the house. A very handy guy. All right, now these tool sets would be great if the guy you're shopping for is into vehicles and loves getting his hands dirty and fixing all of the issues with the cars by themselves instead of going to an actual mechanic. Or if the guy you're shopping for is interested in becoming a mechanic, this tool set would be a great buy. There are lots of different bits that come in these sets. So I'm going to list the various different options for the sets that you can get, because there are so many that you can choose from, but I'm going to put the ones that hubby suggested is best. So yeah. Now something that I actually suggested be added to the list are these gloves, because if the guy you're shopping for is a handy guy, loves doing work around the yard, around the house, and in their vehicles, then the hands can get really dirty, can get really hard, and get even like calluses and stuff like that. So I think it's really important to have protection for your hands. So I just slid this in there as a gift option for guys. Next up is this cordless impact driver kit that works with all of the bits that I was mentioning previously in the kits that come. Okay, so the next category we're going to be talking about is auto. So this is going to deal with everything to do with your cars, from washing the cars to accessories to add to the cars and things like that. First up is this tent for trucks. So if the guy you're shopping for has a truck and likes camping, likes going outdoors, or has a family, this might be a great option for them. A great buy. Something that they would never expect to receive or open on Christmas morning. Next up are these air refreshers, which are kind of like a bomb, but let me explain. So apparently you set this in the car, right? And you close the doors, close up all the windows, and you just let this thing, like the entire bottle just sprays, and you put on the AC, and the vents are gonna suck up all of the fragrance, and it's just going to have the entire car smelling great. This is how hubby told me it works. So I mean, if you're shopping for a guy who has a vehicle, this is something that he recommended, so that is why it's here on the gift guide. I mean, I'm a girl. Like, if I had to do a gift guide for men, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't choose these things, because I wouldn't know that guys are into these things. So what I'm just relaying the message to you ladies. I'm just as clueless as you. Let's add this to cart. Next up is this pretty cool trunk organizer. I cannot tell you how disorganized most guys have their trunks. There's so many things in the back there. I never know how they find stuff. But this organizer basically does what it says. It helps them keep their things organized in the trunk or the tray of the truck. So everything from like their washing supplies to their tools to towels to, I don't know, any additional thing that they might need to carry with them in the vehicle, it can go in this organizer and they'll be able to find it easily. All right, next let's move on to some washing supplies that hubby told me is a must-have. So first up is this little gadget. Apparently it goes in the bucket when you're washing the car, and this prevents any little like stones or sand from getting back onto the car. That's how it was explained to me, and I thought, oh my god, I did not know this was a thing that people needed. But again, I think this is one of the gifts that if you get this for a guy, he's gonna be like, wow, this is like, she's really dope. This is so unexpected, and I love gifts that are actually useful and functional and that people could use for years. This is something I could see guys using for years and being really grateful that they have. I mean, on Christmas morning, they may not be like, oh my god, this is the most amazing gift ever. But as the days and months go on and they realize, listen, I'm using this every single time I wash my car. This is amazing. This is literally like the best gift. I'm so thankful and grateful for this. Trust me, guys. Trust me. I could just see it. Right, so speaking of washing the cars and the buckets and all of that, I'm going to have all of this linked under the same number or the same part of the description. So it'll be easy for you to go through there and get the buckets, get the different soaps, get the different sprays and polishes that the guy you're shopping for might like for his vehicle. All right, next up is this car refrigerator, which allows you to do exactly what the name says. Carry cold drinks or store cold drinks in your car. Now, this is really handy if the guy you're shopping for actually likes going out and is social, you know, going to the beach, like I said, going off-roading before, has a family, and they go on picnics or just like drives on Sunday afternoons. Like, this is really cool to have to store cold drinks. Lastly in this category is an inflator for the tire. Flat tires are very common, and having something like this is pretty handy, and I think any guy with a vehicle would appreciate getting this on Christmas morning. So check that out. As I said, all of the links to everything in all of the categories would be in the description bar to make it easy for you guys to shop.